Hi everybody. Today we are working on a window framing in. So I have already begun, and then I realized that I probably ought to take some video of this. So I'm going to show you the window that we're doing. So here's the window that we're doing. And last night Miles and Stuart did the framing, so they got all the wood up, and they followed a blog that I will try and get the link in the comment section below or in the description below so you can see it. You can see here that I've started the process of filling in this naughty wood. Stuart was very upset about it because it was naughty. It just wasn't very good quality wood. He didn't get to pick his wood, which was pretty sad to him. But as you can see, there's lots of nuts and gaps and things like that. So we're gonna make it look really nice. There's our outside, our beautiful driveway that we just got done. And so what you're going to see me doing is filling in these knotted patches. And today I'm using the Elmer's Carpenter's wood filler. And it looks very much, hold on and I'll show you, maybe. It looks very much like peanut butter. And I have to tell you, it looks exactly like the peanut butter that I used on Gabe's sandwich this morning that he took to school because he's doing hybrid, which means he goes 2 days of the week, which is awesome. But it looks exactly like peanut butter, so don't be put off by that. And I will also be using, thank you, Helper Miles, who's being my cameraman today. We're also using Drydex Dry Time Indicator Spackling. So this is some pretty hot pink stuff that actually will go on pink and then it will dry white to let you know that it's dry. So this is kind of a new product for us, so we're gonna try out and we'll let you know what we think. So now it's by DAP. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I've got the wood filler. I'm gonna just get a little bit on my utility knife. Not a huge glob, but I'm gonna go ahead and get a pretty thin layer on there and kind of squish it down and then scrape off the excess. I don't know if you can see that. We'll make sure that you can see that I'm scraping off. And then the cool thing about this wood filler is that it will dry hard enough that you can then sand it. So any place that I've got those knots, you'll be able to see that I'm gonna dig in there. So here's kind of the big one that's got a big crack in it. So I'm just gonna fill that in and scrape off the excess. I am by no means a professional, so we do not say that we're professionals. We're professional DIYers, which just means that we like to make things look nice, and we do a lot of watching of YouTube videos of maybe other people who actually are professionals who kind of teach us how to do these things. But other than that, we're kind of fake it till you make it people. So, and I'm just gonna fill in all these little holes. So, and if it doesn't look perfect, guess what? It's our house and we don't care. So if you're doing this in your own house, don't care what other people think, because that doesn't matter. So anyway, I'm gonna keep going and we're gonna speed this up so you can see me moving fast. So I'm just cleaning off my utility knife. I just grabbed a paper towel, got it a little bit wet, because I'm gonna switch products that I'm using to the pink stuff. So I'm just cleaning off what I can from the utility knife so that I don't have to worry about buildup from the wood filler. So once it's pretty good, then I'll be ready to go. So pretty good, still has some residue. That was redundant, but I should be good to go. Okay, now we're gonna switch to the pink stuff. So DAP Drydex, and we got the big tub because we have a lot of holes and we just tend to do a lot of spackling. But it comes in smaller ones like this. And someone's touched it, I see. Could have been my cameraman, but it's pretty squishy. It's a little bit more like very thick buttercream frosting is what it looks like to me. But, so I'm gonna get a little bit on here. It's kind of difficult to get on there just because it's so thick and kind of spongy. And I've put down some paper, especially as I was working with the wood filler. I put it down so that any drips or drops could drop on the paper instead of my nice new floor that I just refinished. Thanks, cameraman. Hopefully you maybe have seen more of that on our Instagram or Facebook. So I've got all of these nail holes, these pin nail holes, and I'm just going to lightly push this product into it and go right over it. So easy as pie. Okay, not really as, I wouldn't say that, but because pie is pretty hard to make. Anyway, so I'm gonna do all of these nail holes and then we'll see how that goes. Cleanup for this is just about the same. So I just got a wet paper towel and I'm just gonna cleans up super easy. Just make sure the lid is on tight or your spackling or wood filler will dry out. You don't want it to do that. So now you can see the pink spackling has already started to turn white, indicating that it is drying, which is really pretty slick. So I'm pretty excited about that product. We'll just have to see how it sands up. I'm sure it will sand nice and smooth, so looking forward to that. Next up, sanding with our multi-tool. Nice gloomy rainy day today. So we have our lamps on. We got some really cool lamps in our house. Finally have some light in our living room. But as you can see, we're a little bit far ahead and you missed some steps, but that's okay. That's how we roll, sorry. So we do projects faster than we can document them, sadly. So after sanding, I went ahead and caulked all of the cracks. And then we did 2 coats of primer. So this is 2 coats of primer and our caulking. So next up is to prime the walls. So we get rid of this cobalt blue, and then I think we're gonna do a little texturing, and then we will be doing some wall color. So stay tuned.